Hey everybody, welcome to an official on-hand review of the LEGO Icons Kingfisher Bird. This set is slated to release on February 1st and it's going to retail for $50 US or 70 Canadian dollars. It has 834 pieces. So I actually think that price point is very reasonable. Also, there's a bunch of very interesting pieces in this set. Before we continue with this review, I just want to give Walmart a big shout out for selling this set early. The set comes with one instruction manual and its pieces are divided among 6 different bags. Inside the instruction manual, you can learn more about the Azure Kingfisher. This was a pretty unique build. I love the color combination and the parts that were used were absolutely fantastic. And that interesting part usage starts right at the base and works its way all the way to the top of these reeds where we've got like some bulrush or cattails. Pretty cool. I really like all the different parts that were used to create the water on the base, and the Kingfisher itself is just so detailed. The beak, the head, the chest, the wings, the feathers, the claws, and the water. I think some people have been mentioning that the colors don't really match the actual bird, but I really like these color combinations. Speaking of new colors, check out this orange. I've never seen it before, and when I have a look at my periodic table of LEGO colors, I don't see it. This transparent double-sided 1x2 snot brick was pretty cool too. And look at this, sand blue leaf elements that are used to create the feathers. Also this interesting Technic piece with the 2 bars coming off of it. And I've never seen these before in trans clear, and you get a whole bunch of them in this set along with some other cool pieces. You start by constructing the base, which has some Technic components, and it's nicely rounded off with the use of cheese slopes and curve slopes. After that, you start constructing the body of the Kingfisher, which is really well constructed with all sorts of different snot techniques, and then you attach that to the Technic components of the base. And then of course you proceed to finish off the build by filling in the chest, attaching the wings, creating those feathers, creating the head, and attaching it to the body. This was a really nice build. I love the water down here. Once again, it uses those new trans clear pieces. I've only seen those pieces in like Ninjago sets for like roofs, but to get them in trans clear is really cool. And I love the way that they paired them up with some of the other trans clear elements and also those trans opal tiles. Got the claws of the bird down there and the head. You can see the eye is actually a microphone piece that's stuck into a snot brick. The wings look really good with those nice dark orange tiles. They contrast really well with the dark blue. Once again, you got those leaf elements, which are sand blue, and all the feathers are just put at those like perfect angles using those 2 different connector pieces. The bulrush or the reed, it's pretty cool because it adds some height to the model and just gives you a little bit of flora. I really like the stalks of it. Those are like the Gargantos tentacles. Really neat pieces. Then you've got some dark green seaweed on the bottom and also the green fern elements based on the dark green leaves. The tail feathers of the Kingfisher look really good there as well. Some interesting parts. And then you've got this massive curved slope and dark azure on the back, which matches some of the wing details there. The head, once again, looks really good. I love the colors, the beak, the fish in the mouth, and also the eye. These wings, though, are just to die for. Like, they are perfect. Also, the claws are a nice detail as well. But the wings are just, like, perfect. I love the curved slopes that were used on them and just the way that they attached at those perfect angles. They just look so authentic. They really pair up with the bird sort of landing in the water. That water has so much, like, motion and so much detail. And it just pairs up perfectly with the position that this bird is in and also the way that you can articulate those feathers just to give it the perfect authentic look. I also really like all the different part usage in the chest. There's like those rail plates and some cheese slopes and also some regular slopes. And it just overall looks like a really good set. I hope we get more birds in the future or just different animal builds in general. Maybe not necessarily birds, but there are so many bird lovers out there. And I think this is a great thing that LEGO is doing. They've given us a lot of flora, but now they're sort of going on to the fauna and pairing it up with some flora as well. So I think that's a really smart move on their end. Overall, I think that this set is a really good value. Once again, it retails for $50 US and it comes with 834 pieces. I think there's a bunch of great pieces found within the set as well. The quality of the build, the parts that you get, the color combination, I think this has a lot of good things going for it. The only negative thing that I can think of is the fact that you can see a little bit of the Technic base on the bottom, but that's truly like nitpicking. It's a beautiful set. I don't know how to negatively critique this thing. I think it's a great display model, that's for sure. Let me know what you think by commenting below. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Farewell.